Skylanders Imaginators is a sixth installation to the console-based franchise that brought new interest in Skylanders such as the Senseis. However, not only do they look and sound cool, but they are also incredibly strong, boasting amazing moves that are capable of tearing down multiple enemies. Senseis come in various forms, that's Smash, Slash, and Shoot. If that wasn't enough, the Senseis also have exclusive access to unique Sky Chi moves that obliterate enemies in no time at all, whether it be with increased attack, speed, or damage. Though it is apparent that some Senseis are just naturally stronger than others due to their moves, stats, and Sky Chi.
Mercy on you. Darkness consumes all.
But let's not wait around, here are the top 5 strongest Skylander Senseis.
Ace! The roar of thunder!
Wildstorm is an air Skylander of the Night class who has access to ranged and melee attacks that deal good damage. When Lightning Bolt is comboed with Uproar, it stuns and shocks enemies whilst dealing passive damage. This in turn makes Wildstorm very versatile. Furthermore, Wildstorm has the ability Release the Beast, which allows him to transform into a wild beast, giving him a damage boost, but sadly a slower movement speed. This makes it harder to dodge attacks, but the damage output seems worth it overall. His Sky Chi Unchained Lightning is an AoE ability that deals quick damage as he moves around. This is good for taking on swarms of enemies.
Are you blown away yet?
Overall, Wildstorm possesses a variety of attacks that allow him to take on any situation, earning himself a place on my list.
Face the mace!
TriTip is an Earth Skylander of the Smasher class whose primary attack deals colossal damage as well as having a ranged upgrade that furthers its spam ability. The sheer damage alone is good enough for a place on this list, but the fact he can immobilize enemies with his fossil traps enhances his fighting capabilities. Not only that, but TriTip's ability, Never Saw It Coming, sends an automatic asteroid to deal huge damage in a big area. This is good for dealing with tanky enemies. TriTip's Sky Chi Mesozoic Mayhem sees him swinging his mace in a circle, gradually building up speed and power to take out enemies around him. This is good when he is outnumbered.
I love when that happens!
TriTip's impressive bulk and strength makes him the perfect Skylands tank, which puts him onto the top 5 Senseis.
And another one bites the dust.
Who dares face me?
Taekwon Crow is a fire Skylander of the Ninja class whose main strength comes from his ability to spam his primary attack and increase its damage output when comboed with Flame Kick. He also has the ability to spawn a Buzzer Beak to fight for him that, like his Shuriken throw, can be comboed with Flame Kick to do more damage at a faster rate. This allows Taekwon Crow to swiftly and quickly deal with enemies. Despite his low health, Taekwon Crow has good speed and agile movement which allows him to dodge attacks easily. Also, being a ranged sensei means he can stay further away from enemies, reducing the likelihood of him taking massive chunks of damage. On top of this, Taekwon Crow can spawn a big Mama Buzzerbeak to provide additional support and dispose of swarms whilst he remains at a safe distance. Although his Sky Chi power, Final Fire Flurry, may not be AoE, the sheer force and speed of the attack makes it so impressive and powerful.
That was like Taekwon! Whoa!
Taekwon Crow possesses all the best qualities of a ninja. He's fast, strong, and easy to control. His low health hardly even matters as enemies will be defeated before they get a chance to reach you, which earns him a spot on this list.
That's yours, mine!
The scales of justice.
Pitboss is an undead Skylander of the Sorcerer class who has access to good abilities that allow him to easily take on swarms of enemies whilst remaining safe. His primary attack launches ghostly snakes that not only deal good damage but also have a great attack speed. When paired with his ability Viper Pits, enemies are slowed down and his primary attack is buffed. It takes a matter of seconds for Pitboss to take down big enemies. Furthermore, Pitboss can transform into a snake that increases his movement and carries enemies around. This allows him to transport them to areas where he would prefer to fight. His ability The Undersnaker unleashes a giant undead snake when he coils that deals massive damage, although I find this ability redundant compared to his other attacks that are easier and quicker to pull off. Pitboss's Sky Chi power, Viper Volley, rains snakes down onto enemies around him and moves when he moves, allowing him to wipe out waves wherever he goes with speed and force.
Sky Chi is so sweet.
Overall, Pitboss has a decent amount of health plus great damage output whilst having access to supporting abilities like Viper Pits and Slithering Soul Snake to make taking out strong enemies easy and quick. Therefore, he deserves a second place position on this list.
Challenge the Snake King! Let there be rock!
Wolfgang is an undead Skylander of the Bowslinger class who can dish out big damage in a short amount of time. His primary attack, Strike a Chord, does good damage at a very fast rate, and with the upgrade Song stuck in my head, he has no problem taking down the toughest of enemies. Also, Wolfgang can slide out of danger with his knee slide ability that enables him to make more space between him and the enemy. But what makes him really stand out is his ability Songs of the Underworld, that with the right upgrades can become extremely powerful, allowing him to deal damage whilst remaining safe. Wolfgang has the amazing ability Rock Concert that is not only very easy to pull off, but can push away surrounding enemies whilst dealing damage to free him from a tricky situation. If that wasn't enough, Wolfgang's Sky Chi power Crowd Surfer is easily controllable and deals major damage that struggles to leave any enemy standing.
That's going on my next album.
Wolfgang is fast, easy to control, and deals heavy damage that makes even barbarians look like chompies. His quick and powerful attacks tear down enemies within seconds, leaving nothing but music notes behind. Therefore, this is what makes Wolfgang the strongest sensei in Skylanders Imaginators.